Hey y'all, it's Betsy from Cuttin Corners Vinyl in Nederland, Texas, and today is Craftmas episode 17. So today we have a fun tutorial for you. We are going to do a vinyl paint video. So today what you're going to need for your tutorial is we are using the wood pile sign from Hobby Lobby. It's $4.99 and it is a 9.84 inch sign by 9.84 inch. You're also going to need your brown, or actually this is not brown, it is called raw umber Master's Touch acrylic paint. You're going to need sponge brushes. You're also going to need your Easy Weed and wooden pick, your vinyl, your transfer tape, and your squeegee. And last but not least, this is the color that we are putting over the top, and this is a Valspar paint sample, and it is a satin finish called Spun Honey. I really like this yellow shade. So, and the file we are using is the farmhouse design, and it is going to be available on our website. So, give me a moment to change camera angles and you can see everything that we are doing. Okay, so as you can see, I've already went ahead and cut the vinyl for this and weeded it, and I pre-painted my background. Now, it's the same sign as this. This is the 9.8 by 9.8 square, what is it called? Palette sign. So we're just going to take and kind of eyeball this to make sure it's laid out. It does not have to be exact because it is a farmhouse homemade looking design. So we use the raw umber as the background color, and we removed, typically when we make a stencil, we will remove the inside of the letters, but today I wanted to do it a little bit differently because I want the brown paint to show through a little bit on that yellow. So I went ahead and left the letters, and we're going to paint the whole sign yellow. Now, if you didn't notice, what I did is I squeegeed the sign to the top of the board so I can take and remove the paper backing. There we go. Off without losing where my alignment was. It's like the hinged method. There we go. And I painted this roughly, I think it was about 6 hours ago. With this type of wood, and with it being an acrylic sign or acrylic paint, it dries rather quickly. And I don't care if some of it comes up when I am removing the tape or the vinyl, because I want it to have that homemade look. So let's go ahead and remove our backing. And just take your finger after you remove it and smooth it all back down. See, just making sure it's all adhered, and it doesn't have to perfectly be adhered. We are going to, as I said, I don't care if this is perfect. I want it to have a homemade look to it. Now, the only thing that drives me nuts about these sign boards like this from Hobby Lobby is the size of the gaps. So it can make your letters look a little bit funny, but it all depends on what type of designs that you want to do. As I said, we created this file. It is available on our website. I love this file. I love anything that has that farmhousey look. And I see a lot of cream and brown in farmhouse designs, and sometimes even like a pale blue. I do not see a whole lot of yellow and brown. And I really am a big fan, and as you can see, I'm just setting my transfer tape over here to the side. I have another piece over here, but that one was not big enough to do what I wanted it to. Okay. Give our paint a good shake, double check our letters, make sure everything's down good. Oh. Gotta get that open. I've had this for a while. This is just one of the little samples that you can get at Lowe's, which I don't even think Lowe's sells Valspar anymore. That should tell you how old it is. But what we're gonna do is just kind of put the paint on in light coats. Some places thicker, some places not. So it has that worn, old sign look. There we go. But you see, if you look at it closely, I mean, you don't even really have to look at it closely, you can tell that this is not painted on here perfectly. But you do want to keep your paint going with the wood grain to ease you on your brush. Okay. So there we go. Throw away that. I buy those by like the 12 pack, so that way I always have fresh sponge brushes. Now we're going to let this dry a little bit, and then we're going to go ahead and pull off the vinyl. So give us a moment, let that dry, and we will be back to it. So as you can see, it is pretty much dry at this point. There are probably still a few little wet spots, which as I said before, I've done this method using waiting until the paint is completely dry or doing it while it is wet. It really doesn't matter. And because this is a rough board, you're never going to get perfectly smooth, clean lines. It's just the nature of the beast, because you've got all of the divots in the boards. But it doesn't look bad. It's not like it's bleeding through. It's just the way that the vinyl lays on the rough surface. Now, I'm sure if you wanted to sand it down, you can make it where you have perfectly smooth lines, and depending on how the spot on the board, the smoother the lines are, as you can see. But it does have that nice homemade feel. Okay. So there we go. Tell me that is not the cutest thing ever. I love how it turned out. And you can do this for any type of color scheme. You can make this for any style of home. I adore this. Don't forget to hit the like button right down below, and if you hit the subscribe button right next to it, there is a notification bell that will notify you. When you click on it, you will be notified when we post new videos, which through Craftmas, it is 7 days a week all the way through December 21st. We are still doing our scrap box drawings. We do those on the 4th of the month. Other than that, don't forget to check me out on all my social medias: Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, and my second channel, which is Betsy Gocher. That's where we have moved all of our crafting for Disney videos, which go up every single Friday. But I think that's it. So thanks, and y'all have a great day.